for the Thunder. Westbrook. Oh, he's stripped by Leonard. What a...
Redick is defending. Leonard with a great spin and a fadeaway.
Leonard. Kawhi for the win.
Parker ducks inside, zip the pass, Leonard fires! Oh, he hit it with 2.9 to go.
I thought Bertans going to fire that ball to Jonathan Simmons and no one in front of him.
Leonard. Rush here for LA. Leonard, 7 to shoot. Kawhi makes his move. Oh, wow.
Lillard gets switched on to him. Kawhi for the win. Oh, what a roll!
Legs into his shot. His mechanics are excellent. Great. Oh my goodness, what a play.
Leonard gets the steal, 3-on-1.
Numbers, turn around and find the open man.
Leonard raises up. Nothing with the bottom.
Defended by Simmons. Is this the dagger?
She got a thing for Chanel vintage that dropped before she could speak English. Do you love me and love seeking intent?
What's up, YouTubers? Doing our back in the video. They come and show with a big body banger. They come and show with NBA 2K22 video. Now, first thing first, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We're going crazy, you feel me? We just hit 1,400, you know what I mean? Keep on subbing up, keep doing what y'all gotta do. You know, today I'm the build doing it on your local corner and I'm coming at y'all with a Kawhi Leonard build. Yes, sir, this was requested. And best believe I'm gonna dish it out. I got y'all. Next up, we got Tim Duncan. And then I'm gonna put another poll to see what y'all want first. But hey, I'm getting them all out, no worries. But you know, keep doing what you gotta do. I appreciate y'all. You know, I appreciate all the love and support that y'all showing me. I appreciate all the suggested builds, and I'm gonna get to everything. Just know that as we grow, you know, it's gonna be a lot more suggestions. And you know, I'm just keeping up with them. But yeah, you know, I took some of my time in this. I was really, you know, trying to make Kawhi, and I think I came out with a very solid Kawhi build. I came out with Kawhi. I came out with a really good build too that you could use in Park. And we all know this year 3&D builds are kind of crazy. But yeah, without further ado, let's get right into this build. So first thing first, what you want is to change the position. You want him to be a shooting guard. Listen, at shooting guard, he will be able to have more badges. So I know Kawhi's a small forward, but you're still gonna have small forward height. So don't worry, you'll just be able to have more badges at shooting guard. Next, you want the green and red pie chart. Yes, the shooting and defending pie chart with more shooting than defending. Because if you don't know this already, the one where it is equal shooting and defending is terrible compared to the more shooting than defending pie chart. And you also want that speed physical profile. Like if you want to check it yourself, you can go in and you'll see that the one where there's equal amounts of green and red, it's just not good compared to the one where there's more green than red. And it's like weird. I don't know why 2K has it like that, but that's just how it is. So as you see, you're going to see the spread right here, and you won't get too many finishing badges. Like you only have that one finishing badge, but there is a way to get another one, but you'd have to sacrifice a lot. See, with this build like how it is right now, you'll be able to get 56 badges, I believe, if my addition is correct, because what, 20, 23, 43, you'll be able to get 56, which is a lot for a build. That is a lot. But as you see, you know, you only have one finishing badge, and I know Kawhi is actually a really great finisher, but the thing is, we want to focus on, I guess, his two biggest strengths, and that's his shooting, really, and his defending, because he can obviously get to his bucket. He can get to a spot at any moment in the game. But as you see, I had to sacrifice so much just to get one more finishing badge. You know what I mean? So it's not worth it at all, in my opinion. Like, you'll be able to make some damage and do what you got to do without it. So I mean, if that floats your boat, you know, if you want that extra finishing badge, go ahead. But I would suggest not to. You know, I would suggest just to keep it how it is and run with these 56 badges, because your finishing is going to be good regardless. If you just play smart and shoot and, you know, layups and stuff whenever you're open and not try to force things, you'll be okay. And as you see, I have him at 6'7", because that's how tall Kawhi is. I dropped the weight down to 196. See, I didn't want him to be too skinny, because, you know, I wanted him to still have some mass on him, pause. But yeah, so I had to do what I had to do. And obviously max wingspan. You know, you don't have to go max wingspan if you don't want to, but I know that shooting this year is pretty simple. So I'm not too concerned about the shooting dropping that much. And, you know, I'm just looking at the defensive stats and it's like, you know, it's going crazy. Now, if everything works out right, we should get like comparisons that are similar to Kawhi. And as you see, we do get a Paul George. Paul George is very similar to Kawhi, you know, and obviously it's shooting guard. It's not going to have the same comparison as small forward, but perimeter lockdown. You know, this is a little rare. This is what we got to do. You know what I mean? And I feel like this build, I actually see it a lot. Matter of fact, it's not that rare. I see a lot of people make this build this year, and it's pretty OP because not only can you play defense, but you can shoot. And with this build too, you can play make. So I just want y'all to put that into perspective, because it's like, this build is probably a comp build. I think you can play this at like Pro-Am or 2v2 park and be okay, because your interior defense is so good, your rebounding is good. Like, you're going to be able to do what you got to do on the court and make shots at will. You know what I mean? Like, you see right here, the finishing, it doesn't stop. You know, you're still Kawhi, you're still doing what you got to do. Now, with Kawhi, like, I know in real life he's a great finisher, you know, but obviously his current gen 2K, I can't represent everything as well as I want to, you know, but at the same time, I represent his best attributes as good as I can, you know, with that mid-range shooting. Like, he's a knockdown mid-range shooter, a knockdown three-point shooter actually too. Like, he almost is at 40%, you know, as a three-point shooter, which a lot of people don't know. You know, obviously he can get going really quickly. And on top of that, who's checking him on defense? You know, he always guards the best player on the opposite team because he's just like that. You know, he's called the claw for a reason. He has them big behind hands. He just hits the ball and does what he had to do. He gets to all his spots, you know. And with this build, it's like you get to all your spots and then some, because not only can you just get to your spot, but you can shoot off the dribble, hit a little step back. You have the handles. Don't forget, I know your ball handling is like a 67, but once again, you hit that +4, you get somebody with floor general on your team, and you get some boosts, you'll be okay. You know, either way, you'll be okay. Same thing with every attribute. If you just apply it to every offensive attribute, you'll be okay. And your defense is obviously going to be OP because that's how it is. You know, you're Kawhi, and this year it's not that hard to play defense. See right there, the playmaking, the steals. Like, it's just not that hard for me, at least. It just wasn't hard. And I know I cut out one steal, I think, but there's this one intercepting steal that it just kind of shows you the extent to which this build actually dominates, because it was like really nice. And I'm not about to go back and put it back in, but just know it was really nice. And I did my thug this, you know, I did what I had to do. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the end of the video, you know. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, you feel me? If y'all want some more new builds, you know, suggest them in the comment section. I'm out. Peace.